Good day, awesome YouTubers. It's LollyMan16 here for another Dragon Ball Super review. This one is episode 44, which is entitled Potaufeu no Fuintok Hanatara Choinsu no Himitsu. That's kind of a little bit hard to pronounce that one, but in the translation to English, it is the seal of planet Potaufeu, secret of the unleashed superhuman water. Another filler episode, guys, but this one is interesting because it leads into the next episode, I believe 45. It actually leads into the next episode. Kind of Goten and Trunks' little side story. What we get is this kind of like panda-looking alien on the planet Potaufeu. That's the planet they're on. We get a small training sequence with him. Some bad guys. Later on, they were revealed to be henchmen of this criminal named Grail, which Jocko tells Bulma later on in the episode. They come to snatch his necklace. That it holds the supernatural water, or whatever it's called. And interesting enough, Monaka again arrives at Earth. Okay, Goten and Trunks, they go to Monaka's little truck spaceship thing, and they kind of play around there. You know, they're little kids, and they see his awesome sword. I found it funny because future Trunks is coming up in like the next 2 weeks, I believe, from now. He's coming up. It's kind of funny because present Trunks is wielding his sword, and you know, he found it interesting. Anyway, that's a side thing. So Goten and Trunks get stuck in the van as Monaka leaves Bulma's place. There's actually a small little scene with Bulma and Monaka, and you know, Monaka's delivering stuff to Bulma, and Bulma's kind of testing out her new machinery, and we get a small scene with that. So the main plot revolves around Goten and Trunks, and what happens here is Monaka drives off with them. Monaka does not know that Goten and Trunks are in the vehicle. Actually, there's a scene where Trunks wants to just punch right through the door of the vehicle, but he doesn't want to because that would mess up Monaka's vehicle, and he's, you know, that wouldn't be good, obviously. So Monaka goes to this planet, and it's planet Potaufeu, and he meets the panda alien, right, from earlier, a scene earlier. He was training. He meets him. Goten and Trunks are frozen because apparently it's really cold in space. You know, it's really cold in the back, and so they're frozen up. But you know, it doesn't affect them all that much. The bad guys, the henchmen of Grill, arrived, and they actually want the necklace from Monaka. And so what happens here? We get a small action sequence where Goten and Trunks fight off the henchmen. Okay, so but then one of the henchmen spots the necklace that unlocks the door to the supernatural water, and so they arrive back, and then afterwards we get a scene with Bulma and Vegeta and Jocko. Basically Bulma is saying that Trunks, you know, he's missing, and Jocko says, you know, he'd find him and stuff, and what happens here is Jocko doesn't actually want to go with Vegeta to the planet Potaufeu, and I believe Bulma persuades Jocko to go. Because what happens here is that in a previous episode, I believe it's the episode where Bulma and Jocko go to see Zuno, she finds out that he drew kind of like a what do you call it, like a joke character of the Galactic King, and so Bulma is going to basically let everyone know he did that, and you know, that could mess up his whole career as a Time Patrol elite. So they go. So it's Jocko and Vegeta. They go to planet Potaufeu. The henchmen of Grill come back to get the necklace, but Vegeta stops them in time. Or excuse me, they actually before that, Goten and Trunks get tied up. So does Monaka and the panda guy, and they have the necklace, and so they open the thing. They get the supernatural water, and then I guess they drink it or something. I'm not really sure what happened. It doesn't say. There's actually a small scene I forgot to mention. Of course, I'm getting translations from Herms that when Monaka was driving the vehicle off to planet Potaufeu, there's a little thing on the radio, and it's like saying different pant sizes throughout the universe are being advertised. That's kind of a funny little thing. What happened there? So back to the main story. What happens here is, so Goten and Trunks break out of the ropes and they try to escape from the henchmen who now have the supernatural water, and they try to escape, but they keep firing lasers at them. They're using like alien weapons here. Vegeta arrives and knocks one of the key blasters away, and then we have a cool little action sequence with Vegeta fighting the henchman, easily defeats the henchman, and what happens here afterwards is there's like a goo. Okay, so one of the henchmen, I'm not sure which henchman it is, uses this goo stuff to take over Vegeta, kind of similar how Majin Buu did in the Buu arc, when Majin Buu pretty much absorbed Gotenks, and Piccolo. It's kind of a little bit similar here, but this time it actually saps Vegeta of all of his energy, or his ki, and so it creates this kind of copy clone of Vegeta. That's kind of where we leave off the episode. I forgot to mention that the superhuman water, I guess it's what it's called, it multiplies the power hundreds of times over. So the henchmen are way stronger, but Vegeta is still way ahead of them, and he can easily defeat them, like he did even when they took the superhuman water. And so that's pretty much where we leave off. I also forgot to mention there was a small sequence in there where Goku is now back to normal. His ki is back to normal. He's actually training on Kaio-sama's planet, or King Kai's planet, and he's saying that it's back to normal. He does the same thing in like episode 3, I think it was. Yeah, episode 3, where he fires a ki blast. The ki blast comes back around all the way around the planet. He blocks it, and kind of seeing how strong he could test his defenses. I found this similar to when he was training on Namek in the spaceship, the space pod. He was under like 100 times gravity, and then he shot a ki blast, or actually it was a Kamehameha, and he blocked that too. I found that interesting. I noticed with Dragon Ball Super there's a lot of parallels to Dragon Ball Z, and I like that. It's a fresh take on older things that happened, but yeah, so we're going to continue next week with next episode, and I guess Goku is going to arrive to fight this copy of Vegeta, and the copy of Vegeta is really powerful. Like Gotenks, we see spoilers for next episode, we see Gotenks fighting him, and he can't really do anything. And so, guys, we actually see Gotenks with Super Saiyan 3. We haven't seen that since, the Buu arc of Dragon Ball Z? Man, it's been a long time. We did see it in the manga, when Gotenks was fighting Lord Beerus. He was going Super Saiyan 3 in the manga, but we never saw that in the anime. He just went base form against Lord Beerus, but we actually see him next episode, but that's going to be interesting. And so, it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. Again, it's more filler, but I definitely enjoyed it. Little bit more things to do with Goten and Trunks, which, that's good. It's always good to have more stuff other than the main characters, Goku and Vegeta, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much been my little review for this one. Hope you guys to see you next week, right here once again. Stay awesome, guys, and have a good one.